Hello. Excuse me. Welcome to Mystic Moons. Today is a reading about your pets. This is a timeless reading. Well, I actually consider all of the readings to be timeless for when you're watching them now, as our timelines are not all the same. However, this is a timeless reading, a pick a card reading for your pets. How is your pet feeling emotionally right now? I think I probably will go and do this reading a few times. Well, I don't know quite the frequency for those of us that have multi-pet households. So for right now, I'd like you to think about a pet of yours. You could have one pet, you could have several. Think about one. And let's go and see how that pet of yours is feeling emotionally right now. As this is a pick a card reading, these are the choices that I'd like you to go and focus on. This is reading 1. We're going to be focusing on strength. So take a moment. And of course, I guess the foreword, welcome to Mystic Moons. If you appreciate my time and energy, do let me know. Do give me a thumbs up. If you would like to send a tip or a donation my way, details are on my channel page. Always appreciate it. Does help the channel. Consider too if you'd like to become a member of Mystic Moons. That would always be appreciated too. There's also perks, complimentary services that are provided to members. So do consider that too if you'd like to support the work that's going on here. Hello. And I guess with that little foreword, shall we start our reading? Hello, everybody. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the salutations and thank you for the like. So, strength. Let's take a moment and I'm going to be doing 3 selections here with this reading. The first selection, first card, is going to be strength. Take a look at strength for a moment. Thank you for the like. We'll let it sit for maybe about 20 seconds. For 20 seconds, I'm going to show you each card. I'd like you to think about how you feel, think about your pet, and think about whether or not you'd like to explore this card as your selection. This is selection 1. This is selection 2. Take a look at this card. See how you feel. See if this resonates for you and your pet. Okay, we'll go on to the next one. This is selection 2. Selection 3. I have another strength card. So think about this card. Wonder if I should turn off the overhead light. But for right now, I don't think it makes a difference. Think about this card. It's probably a little fainter than the rest. All right. This is selection 3. So with these 3 cards, think about how the pet that you'd like to know about and how you'd like to, how they're feeling emotionally right now. We are going to go into selection 1. And that is going to be this card here. If you chose selection 1, let's find out how your pet is feeling. Could be a dog, could be a cat, could be a bird, could be a lizard, could be a rabbit. Let's see what we have here. If you chose strength, go over here. If you chose strength, this card, your pet is feeling right now. I have a star. The star with 5 of swords. I laugh because this is quite a lot of Aquarius energy coming in here. So maybe, your pet has some Aquarius placements, very well could. But also, too, you can think about here with your pet knows how to work the crowd. Your pet is very observant of what's going around in your household. Your pet is very optimistic, very hopeful about what's going on, what your activities are, and how they can partake of some of the fun, some of the goodies that's going on right now in your scene. Your pet is excited. Your pet sees riches. Your pet could be waiting for a moment either where your attention is diverted and perhaps they get to do something fun, or maybe they know that with what you're planning, what you're doing, fun times awaits them if they just go and blink their little bright eyes at you. Anyway, your pet is excited. Your pet is optimistic. Your pet. 3 of Swords, King of Swords with a 5 of Swords. Lots of swords coming out here. Okay, I want to say that your pet has been told a very firm no when it comes to something. Your pet tried to do something and your pet got admonished. But your pet hasn't given up hope. Your pet says, still another day for me to go and work my magic, get my rewards. I may have been thwarted, may have been told no, may have been admonished, but another day comes, another day I rise. Anyway, your pet, don't worry, your pet has plenty of plenty of game left for their wishes. Right now, I'm also going to say in this energy with your pet, concerning your pet, if you chose card number 1, this feels like a training phase. Your pet very obstinately wants to go and do something. It makes him feel good and hopeful and excited about life to do this one thing, this particular thing. And I do think in your energy right now with your pet, you are there trying to show your pet the right way. Your pet doesn't want to believe it. Your pet says maybe next time it'll change. That's a little bit of the energy we have here. Let's find out a little bit more. Thank you for the like. So I have the star with a Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and 7 of Swords. Again, some more Aquarian energy. This energy, I see it as how they work with people. Definitely how they're innovating the rules that is. Your pet right now, if you chose card number 1, you have a certain way that you'd like to go and run your household. Your pet has their way of how they'd like to go and run their life. Right now, your pet wants more freedom. Your pet wants more acknowledgement. Your pet is probably doing this also too for attention. Your pet is doing a specific type of behavior that they know that you don't like, but it gives them attention from you. And from that attention, I'm going to say in this energy, if you chose option number 1, there's a particular thing or things that your pet is doing that's a no-no. They're doing this for attention. They're doing this for attention because that's the best way or the most focused way they can go and get you to deal with them. So they feel. When your pet is good or following the rules, they are not acknowledged as much as they would like. Things are not exciting as much as they'd like. In this energy, your pet is pushing your buttons to elicit a strong reaction from you. Consider, I don't know if it's playing more with your pet, fussing more over your pet, taking your pets for walks. Consider doing other things that are positive, because there's something when they get corrected, when they're told the no, they're happy that they captivated your attention. And that's really all that it is they're just seeking other ways to monopolize your day, you. They're looking for other ways to interact. And right now, doing some particular no-no is the best way for them to get a very strong, completely focused response on them. Okay, so that's option number 1. How your pet is feeling emotionally right now. Your pet has lots of trickster energy in them. We're going to go on to option number 2. Option number 2 is strength. So remember that card if you chose strength. Let's see how your pet is feeling right now. How your pet is emotionally feeling right now with option number 2. Four of Pentacles with the Sun. Your pet emotionally is feeling like they have a good deal. They have a very good deal. They want to make sure they keep on having the good deal, very aware of how lucky they are, how blessed they are. They hope things won't change. Worried things will change, knows the ups and downs of how things will change. Feel they've worked and earned and anticipated for the joyousness, for the bounty, for the blessedness your pet has now. That is very aware of how lucky they are. Super intent upon maintaining it. In this energy, I would also wonder, or maybe just consider yourself, keep in mind that if you chose this option, if you bring another pet, well, not even another pet, excuse me. If you bring another member, let's put it that way. If you bring another member into your household, I do think that pet is going to take some alpha type of positioning here. because they don't want the dynamics to be changed. Right now, your pet is saying things are perfect right now. Let's not change it. Very acutely aware of any change. Your pet is very happy. Your pet doesn't want anything in its routine to change. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the likes. So we have a Four of Pentacles. Let's go and see what else we have here. The pet knows that is very satisfied with what they have, is a little guarded, is a little worried that they have to keep maintaining order, balance, keep things as they are. So let's go and see what else we have here. We have Page of Wands with a Four of Pentacles. We have Death. We have Justice. And I have Two of Wands. So I have a little bit of Aries energy coming out here. Fours are definitely relevant if you chose this number or this reading for your kitties. Twos are also relevant as well if you chose this reading. Twos and fours would be your angel numbers here. You can also think about twos and fours as the dynamics that are needed to establish home, stability, foundation, relationships, positive growth. You have a little controlling pet in your midst. Your pet wants to keep everything on routine, on schedule. How can they do that? How can they go and take the changes that occur, the changes that could occur in your household, and make sure that order is preserved, goodness is preserved, harmony is preserved? If you chose option number 2, your pet is very concerned with the home, with order, with stability, with harmony, everything in its proper place, and having balance. And if anything comes to upset that balance, what kind of actions are needed to regulate things as they are? Anyway, that's how your pet is feeling right now emotionally. Your pet has a lot of alpha energy. And I mean alpha energy too. Think about it, the alpha wolf type of energy, right? They guide, they provide, like the matriarchs of the elephant herds. That's the type of energy that we have here. So I would say if you chose option number 2, this reading, do consider if you bring in any external changes, maybe your schedule shifts, maybe you bring in another pet, another person into your household. There's going to be a little bit of contention. Doesn't have to necessarily be negative connotation, right? This is a collective reading. But your pet is going to be very concerned with the rules of how things have been and ensuring that any new members, any new changes adjust and arrange themselves to the rules of your household right now. Your pet's very into harmony. Your pet's going to enforce harmony one way or another. Anyway, very cute energy here. You have yourself someone who's trying their best to keep things good. Go on to the third reading. So now if you chose this card for how your pet is feeling emotionally, I'll show that one more time. Such a faint card. Next time I will use one of my darker cards. But if you can see that. But anyway, for this card, if you chose option number 3, let's see what we have. I actually probably could have added some more cards on here. These went by rather quickly. But I will do some more readings too on this subject. I think they're interesting, especially for those of us with multi-pet households. So do keep your eye out or search the channel for other pet readings. I think these are interesting. Okay, so if you chose option number 3 for how your pet is feeling, it could be a dog, it could be a cat. Oops. Let's see. How your pet is feeling if you chose that card. Wheel of Fortune and Queen of Cups. Your pet goes through a few emotions. You know, in this energy, I wonder what your pet has seen or what your pet has been thinking, because I have gratitude here. You know, your pet knows something about what it is to have opportunity and what it is not to, what it's like to be overlooked, what it's like to be counted in, ostracized and welcomed, cared for and loved. Now, of course, you could say, well, you know, in a balanced household, you know, everybody knows what it's like to feel care and love, but you know, this is appreciation of the care and love they're receiving from you right now. And they know how valuable it is to have somebody watching out for them, to have someone protecting them, to have someone who loves them. They know that that's something they can't take for granted. They know it's something that could be fleeting. They appreciate what they have right now. That's why I say I wonder what your pet has experienced, what your pet has seen, what your pet knows, because your pet is just not there going, oh, I'm loved and this is, of course, how it should be. Your pet says, I'm loved, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing I was able to meet you and that you care for me. You love me. You see me. You want me. Your pet, if you chose option number 3, is very aware of that blessing. tearing up a little bit here. Anyway, that's I don't know what your pet has seen or known or what. Even sometimes too, you could get kittens and, something weird things, happen when in those couple of weeks too, that could be quite transformative before you go and pick up that cat. I once had a little kitten. I have a picture of him on my Instagram, a little brown tabby mackerel. He passed. But I got him at 5 weeks old, and his mother was found crushed by a car. And the woman who took him, she wasn't really prepared to take them. She just saw these kittens, these very young kittens with their eyes closed out in the street. And she took care of them as best that she could, but she put them in the closet at night because she did it in the dark. And she said that she accidentally stepped on one and killed it. Cool. And anyway, so I got him at like 6 weeks old. And for his whole life, for one thing, he hated dark rooms. He would never go out into any room that didn't have the lights on. And if you put him in a room and the lights went down, naturally, he'd freak. That was 6 weeks old. And he was already scared of the dark. So I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be necessarily an adult cat, an adult animal, for them to have trauma. Any living being can have trauma, significant trauma at any age that can haunt them. It can be an old soul. It could be a young soul. It could be for a short period of time. It can be for a long period of time. Anyway, there's something about this option there. So Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune gets, thank you for the like. I have the Devil, and I have Death. Actually, I'm going to go and pull these out a little bit more. I was surprised at that energy. Overcoming adversity is what this energy is. Temperance, Five of Pentacles, King of Wands, determination not to go and let what currently is happening to them at that point in time. They weren't going to settle for that. They knew there was going to be something better, had to be something better for them. Personally push themselves out with motivation, the belief that things will be better, can get better, will get better, and obtain that. That's what this is, though. When there are roadblocks all the way around and you say, I can do better, I can get better. I have Star. I have King of Cups. Some cards that want to come out. And I have Tower. Okay, if you chose option number 3, I don't know what your little pet has been through. Your pet has seen life. Your pet has seen certain avenues and aspects of life that they know isn't good. And they know that what they have right now is fantastic, is beautiful, is a blessing. How your pet is feeling emotionally right now, they are feeling like they deserve where they are right now. They feel vindicated. They feel like all the hopes that they had, that life will get better for them, that someone will see and care, That's a wish that they had, and a wish that's now fulfilled. This is also something in this energy to think about, in terms of pets and soul ties and connections of that nature. Everybody wants love. Everyone wants to be safe. And some people may say, oh, it's just an animal. I don't care if it's a horse in this energy. Could be a horse, could be a goat, could be a chicken. I do know someone who has a pet rooster named Larry. Yeah, but your pet, if you chose this one, your pet is very, very thankful and grateful to be with you. So appreciative. Knows your pet knows it's so lucky to be with you, to be living the type of life they're living right now. There's really nothing more I can say in this energy. If you chose option 3, you have a sensitive soul. Sensitive monkey. Well, I could do more, but I'll go and wait for another session. Keep an eye out. So if you chose one reading, you could go back and choose the other 2. You could also just go and keep an eye out on the channel for the other pet messages that will be coming through. Timeless pick a card ones. If you appreciate my time, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know about your babies. Let me know about your pet. If you have a story to tell, I always love hearing about animals of all kinds, all sorts. I would almost say, well, consider it too if you guys have you have a YouTube channel. If you have a little video of your animal you'd like to share, hook it up. I love animals. Anyway, sending everybody lots of love, light, and blessings. And we'll continue looking into these again too. And I'm going to leave this up, but thank you for the likes. I'm going to leave this up for a little bit. But until next time, bye-bye. I see I have some comments. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.